Hello everyone. I am attempting to do a video of what I've been sewing over the past couple of months. So I'm using a PowerPoint presentation to do this. That way I don't have to appear on camera. So let's see how this works. Okay, I have been sewing a lot. I've made skirts and I've made dresses and I have made tops and all kinds of things from a variety of mostly indie patterns. So I'll show you a few of those things, if not all of them. And I also delved into painting some furniture. For my school, every year we have something called a spring fling, and last year it was my job to come up with an idea for the distance learning department. And the only thing I could come up with was to do a guess the number of jelly beans in the jar, and whoever guessed closest won the jar. And that was fine. It worked out well. It ended up that an employee won. But this year I thought I'd do something different, and so I had to come up with a catchy phrase. I'm not sure how catchy this is, but I had a couple I had thought about, and the other one was, it had the word, I think it was distance learning is my superpower. And I ran that one and the one that you see on your screen by my daughter and my grandson, who is 13 going on 14 in another month, and they liked this one. So I blocked out the name of my school, but I used my silhouette cameo. I had to drag that out and get that going again, and of course my learning curve is steeper the older I get, but I managed to get that going, and I had some iron-on vinyl, and so I just went to Walmart. I tried to get close to a size that anybody can wear, and I ended up buying the blue girls top in a size large, and I think it was $3.97 at Walmart. And then the bins is a size large, and I think that was 5 something. And I bought some more vinyl, even though I had the vinyl to do this. So I think they came out really nice. And so the drawing will be for whoever you can, I'll have a container where, and an entry pieces of paper where people can enter for one or both. So I was real pleased with how those came out. What I didn't put in here is there are actually three nursing faculty who are leaving in May. So I did 2 of the 3 shirts for them, and I don't have them in this video, but they say, and I found this online, but I made my own using Inkscape, which is a free program to do work with graphics. And anyway, it says across the shirt, it says peace, love, nursing. And then above each one of those words, there's a peace symbol, a heart, and then a stethoscope. And they came out really well, too. This was my entry for the So Frugal 22 contest. This is the Peppermint Patterns free wrap top. And I guess I didn't win. I haven't heard who the winners are, and I've looked, but I haven't really seen that. So if you know who they are or how to find out who won, let me know. This was thrifted cotton poplin fabric that I got from a thrift store, gosh, probably a couple of years ago or more. And this pattern is okay. The wrap is good because it's a modest wrap. It goes up across your body high enough so that you don't expose yourself. The ties are nice and long. I think the issue that I had with this is there ended up being a big poofy part in the back of the top, and I kind of had to keep pulling it down, and I ended up taking, I'm trying to think how I did it, but I ended up getting rid of some of the excess fabric in the back. I think I ended up undoing a whole lot to make the back small. Oh, I know, I raised the back at the shoulder, so I had to undo part of the neckline, the shoulders. These are all French seams, and it was a real mess to do, but I did it. I think that I will never make this again, but if you choose to make it, you may want to think about lengthening the top by about 2 inches, and I think that that would help a little bit with there not being a poof in the back, and with it staying down better, pulled down better, and not rising up. So that was my experience with that. This, I think I did show this before. I can't remember, but there's a little girl who sits in front of me in church, and she's adorable. She's 2 years old, and I had extra fabric that was not enough to do anything for me. So I made her a dress with a ruffle on the bottom. It buttons up the back. I used yellow buttons. There are yellow stripes in this fabric, and I put an applique of a crab on it. And her father told me that she loved it and it fits her perfectly. So that made me feel good. I just don't want them to think I'm a weird person who makes strangers things. This is one of my favorite patterns. This is the Pembroke by Cashmerette. I've made this so many times. I've made the tunic. I've made the tunic once or twice, and I've made the dress probably 4, maybe 5 times. This fabric was thrifted from a couple of weeks ago. It is a cotton stretchy fabric. It's a little bit see-through, but not enough to worry about. I do have a slip that I can wear if I need to, but I don't think I will. So it's just a beautiful pattern. I recommend it to anybody and for any body type. Okay, I got sucked into making the True Bias Marlo sweater. I love it, and I knew I needed a sort of a cropped top to be able to wear with some of my skirts, because most of my skirts are longer. So I think the rule is that you don't want to wear a long top with a long skirt. You want to wear a shorter top with a longer skirt. So I found this mystery fabric at Walmart, and it's beautiful. It's sewed fantastically. And trying to think, the only thing I did was I raised the neckline a little bit. I saw where Haberdashery Gabby made this, and she used it as a sweater. She didn't put buttons on it. I use it as a top. I never have to unbutton the buttons. I just pull it over, and that works great. Um, and the nice thing about this is the bottom is a band, the end of the sleeves is a band, and then the neckline all the way down is a band. So there's not really a hem anywhere. It is oversized. I like it oversized. You may want to size down, but it's a beautiful top. I really do think that True Bias has a hit with this pattern. So I don't remember the size I made. I have made it twice. I'll show you the other one that I made. I think I made, I can't remember how it's sized, but I believe I made, I don't know, maybe a 14. I'm not sure. Oh, and the skirt is my favorite pencil skirt. It's by Love Notions. I don't remember the name of it, but the pattern comes with about 5 different skirts in it, and this is the pencil skirt, and I've made it several times also. I had some extra sweater knit fabric from Hobby Lobby. I made oh gosh, I think it's an itch to stitch top, and I can't remember the name of it, but I had some left over, and I was able to make the Lago tank. I'm not much of a tank top wearer unless it is a tighter fitting one that I wear under a sweater or under another top. This is also made quite oversized and it's long. So not sure if I'll wear it, but it's sewed up really well and it's a nice pattern. But again, I'm not sure that it's the right pattern for me to wear, um, a bunch of different places or a bunch of different times. This is the second Marlo sweater that I've made. This again is thrifted fabric that I made the pembroke with just a few slides ago. I didn't have enough to make the bands, so I used black stretch fabric, the same that was in the Love Notion skirt in the prior slide. And I think this one, I raised the neckline on this one too. You can't see the buttons because they're black. This is another Love Notions pencil skirt. I did have to shorten it just a little bit. It still is just a bit below the knee to be able to fit it on the fabric. So I like this. I'm not sure if it would look better wearing it not together and pairing it with other things, but I'll see. This is the painting that I did. I've been cleaning out my mom's shed. The house is all clean. There's a contract on the house, but the shed still has some stuff in it. So I took these two chairs out. The green chair was a whitish color. I believe it's handmade. You can see that whatever you call them, the spokes or whatever at the bottom are uneven. The one in the back is really slanted. So I do think somebody turned these legs themselves and made it all by hand. You can't tell the size, but it's very small, and compared to the blue chair next to it is a full-sized adult wooden chair. But the green chair, which was white, is a toddler-sized chair, and so I painted it this light color, really pretty green color, and I distressed it just a little bit, and I coated it with a clear finish, a spray can of Krylon, I think is what I used to toughen it up a little bit, and it just came out really, really nice. The blue chair was wood, and it was wood colored and varnished and all that stuff, and so I sanded it down pretty much, and I had to put 2 coats of Kilz, K-I-L-Z, on it because with a lot of woods, older woods, you get this bleed through called tannin. So even if you paint it over, you'll get a yellow stain that will permeate the new paint, and it doesn't look good at all. So I put 2 coats of Kilz on it, and then I used chalk paint. I don't remember what brand. I've got a bunch of different brands, but I used this really pretty blue, and then I mixed a gray color with the blue and just went over it in sort of a dry brush, and then I sprayed it again with the shiny spray Krylon finish. I might give it one more spray. Um, and my thought with these, I don't need any furniture, but I do like photography a lot, and my thinking was that I would use this to stage some pictures of my my grandboys, um, and whoever wants to be in a photo shoot. But they came out really well. I'm real happy with them. They're in my garage right now. That's why there's such a sloppy background. Oh, and this is sweet little Georgia. She likes to curl up on my love seat, and there she is from this morning. And she's just such a good girl, as opposed to Dixie, who likes to get into trouble a lot. But Georgia went to the poodle parlor Thursday. Today is Saturday, and she got clipped down to just about the skin. And it's kind of chilly here still. We've had some nice days, but today I think the high is only in the 50s. So I like to be able to keep her warm. So that's all I know. We'll see if this came out. Happy Easter to everybody. I am going to do another video on a Big Four pattern, which I don't make the Big Four patterns very much anymore because they just don't fit me well. Um, so I had made this one before. It's a McCall's, and I'll show it to you next time. It came out really well with some modifications. It's just an easy boho type pattern, and I'll share it because if you can find it, it really is a lovely pattern. So thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.